Well, Biden was out and about today, and they had the big Zelensky press conference where Zelensky is out here, of course, asking for more money. And good for Speaker Johnson for so far holding the line on, no, we're not going to be slapping this into anything. As a matter of fact, we're not going to be doing anything. And, of course, Biden is looking for another $200 million or something to that effect. And he was out there doing the press conference today with Zelensky. And, well, just another one of those situations that I guess they're just deciding, well, we'll just put it on the teleprompter or we'll give him the speech. And we won't tell him exactly. We just figure he can read it because it's not that hard. The problem is when he flips the pages and he doesn't know what's coming on the next page, that's where he can get into problems. And that's exactly what happened today in today's edition of Crazytown. Roll it, Aaron.
Putin is banking on the United States failing to deliver for Ukraine. We must prove him wrong. The United States and Congress must, as I asked last week, it's stunning that we've gotten to this point. You know, we need to fully appreciate how it's wrong, how this is being viewed around the world. The host of a Kremlin-run show literally said, and I quote, "Well done, Republicans. That's good for us." End of quote. Let me say that again. This host of a Kremlin-run show said, "Well done, Republicans. That's good for us." That's a Russian speaking.
Yeah.
And I have repeatedly made clear from our first day in office, we also need Ukraine to make changes to fix the broken immigration system here. We also need Congress to make the changes to fix the broken immigration system here at home.
Come on, stop.
I'm ready and offered compromise already. Look, we're going to alternate asking questions. We're going to ask a total of each ask 2 questions. And I will ask the first question. I will recognize
where's my bag?
Question asker.
No, Mr. President, you don't ask the first question.
Do you want me to answer the other question as well?
Please.
With regard to, say it again. And look,
Play it again, Sam.
It doesn't lessen the responsibility
read his response
going after Hamas to innocent Palestinians and Hamas. Putin wanted the federalization of NATO when I met with him in Geneva right after I was elected. And he's gotten the NATOization of Finland instead. And NATO will be in Ukraine's future, no question about that.
Be in their pocket, too.
Just amazing.
Oh my goodness! Zelensky was even giving the side eye. You know,
he did give him the old he gave him the old eyebrows at one point. He's like,
Ooh, almost got the stank eye there.
Woo.
Yeah, he did look like, man. I am not getting anything from this old geezer. He doesn't even know who I am.
No,
right?
He's trying to offer me a Werther's original, thinking that's going to make me happy.
Yeah, this sucker born every minute.
Oh my God!
What's amazing about that whole press conference, and again, I don't know why I found myself watching it, but I watched it. Was the fact that he says we're going to do questions now, and as we played, you saw him. He says I'm going to ask the first question. He screws that part up. Right? It's like, no, you're going to take the first question, but he has to read who gets the question, right? So he knows who's going to be asking the question. He's got the question there because he knows this is what the guy's going to ask, and then his response. He doesn't look up at all. He has to read his response because it's not something he was that's unexpected. He knew exactly what was coming. This was the response that was written for him. This is what and nobody says anything. No. I wish one of these reporters would be like, yeah, they picked me. I'm going to ask him this question, this question. These are the questions I submitted. Now I'm going to give him the questions that I really want to ask and see what he says then. Because if he reads
none of them have the gut. None of them have any guts to do that.
But it would be funny if they ask him a question that has nothing to do with his answer, he still reads his answer anyway.
Well, it's very possible he would absolutely do
right.
that. Yeah. That's very possible. That's why he calls on Reuters and he calls on AP because he knows that they're going to do as they're told, which is to ask this, because we're going to script out the answer for him. And as you said, you can clearly see he reads the answers, and when he turns the page is when he sounds like a third grader, like he doesn't know what's coming. Totally lost.
And what's great is that at one point, as Zelensky was talking, you could tell he was lost. He couldn't find the next question that was coming, so he could prepare himself to read it. I was stunned. But then again, this is what we're dealing with. This is the fake president, and we know who the real guy is behind the scenes pulling the strings.
Keep thinking about Alex Jones. Them shooting him up and then him walking around naked. Just. Oof. Ay, ay, ay.